Mike Frankel, CageMinds.com. We got with us Gene Perez. It's Fight Week, Cold War II. This Saturday, Buffalo Thunder Resort and Casino taking on Alex Holguin. Thank you for the time, Gene. How you feeling, sir?
Pretty good. And you guys?
Doing well here. It's Fight Week for you, so are we catching you in the hangry phase?
Not quite yet. The next few more days I'll be.
About to be getting there. It's a tough, stiff opponent in your way. Alex Holguin, he's on a 5-fight win streak. What do you got to do to shut that down?
I got to look on putting a lot of pressure in on him. Not letting him get the distance. Just making sure I don't let him get his rhythm going. Making sure I just keep it a good rough fight in the beginning and all the way through the fight.
For you, with what we've seen of your boxing career, a bigger, lengthier opponent, that's about the norm for what you've been getting inside of the ring, right?
Yeah.
It's the same obstacle, just another day at the office. So how well are you with your skills to beat this kind of an opponent?
I'm feeling good. I've been in there always with taller people, like you just said. I'm working on moving my head a lot more, bobbing, standing lower, a lot more lower stance so I could get more power shots in. I've been working my boxing a lot more, sticking to boxing, not really wrestling, not really doing anything with the MMA part right now.
Well, and even just in an activity-wise, it feels like it's been quite a while since you've been able to get a cage fight, and about 3 or 4 times now consecutively you've been in the ring.
Yeah, I haven't had no opportunities really. No one's been calling me for fights at 125 or 135 even. I've just still been looking for fights for the MMA, but there's nothing.
Considering like yourself almost a little bit now more of a pro boxer, really, or at least in your training, focusing into that dimension?
Yeah, I'm focusing on a lot of my pro boxing right now. And I've always been a boxing fan. I've always liked Johnny Tapia. It's always been in my blood to box.
So from you with the boxing, is Johnny one of those guys whose styles are you trying to emulate?
Sort of Johnny Tapia's, but he's the one and only Johnny, so he can't do what he did.
So get you to a happy state outside of a win for your performance.
I need to work on throwing a lot of combos in on him. I know I've been working on that a lot more instead of working for one punch all the time and working for only 2 punches. I've been put a lot more punches in, 5-punch combos, 8-punch combos.
Was that one of those things with MMA, coming with those smaller gloves, you were thinking, looking for that knockout again, and now you realize the bigger gloves, you got to do those combinations, put the work into all areas of the body?
Yeah, you got to work it more. There are a little bit more tighter punches you got to throw in there because you got a lot more bigger gloves.
And then, what's going on with the gym? We know you're out there running your own thing, Perez Fighting Systems. You guys have anyone else, any fights coming up for the gym?
Yeah, we got possibly right now we got a lot of the kids. They're older ones too, even 18-year-olds. We got them competing at the Smokers, at the Fit NHB, and at Judgment, and also Rosales.
So
getting them going, getting their stand-up going for them, and getting their experience inside the ring.
So from Coach Perez, how's that aspect feeling? Being there, doing that corner work, you know, the behind-the-scenes stuff. How do you like that business?
I like it a lot. I learn a lot. I learn every day. Every day I go into that. Just go watch practice, even working with the kids. I learn a lot. Just watching them spar. Just even going back to the basics and teaching them the basics. I always got to go back to the basics as well. If not, I just forget all about that, then everything goes out the window.
And for the boxing, tell us about your stance. How has your stance been changing with your boxing game? We know the MMA stance totally different. You're getting more used to boxing. Tell us about stance and balance.
My stance it's getting a lot more better. My footwork. I first had really stuck into the boxing to get my footwork going. I was a lot flat-footed when I was in MMA, so I'm trying to be on my toes a lot more, sit down on my punches.
And then, right now, we know that you have the extra bundle of joy. Has having the 2 kids, is it harder to get all the training in? How do you, between everything, balance all this time with training people, you have the family life, and you have training yourself?
Well, with my son now, I had to take off a little bit of time, not going in as much into the gym and working with the kids. That's why I want to thank my brother Derek and also Brittany Horton for going in there and taking over the classes. But when I got to put my practice in, I put my practice in as much as I can and put 100% into all my work.
We know that you're going to bring a fight. Do you got any message for Alex a couple nights away?
Just be ready for a war. He knows. I just want to tell him I got a lot of respect for him, and just be ready for a war of a fight.
And then, last thing, who you got to shout out to? Who do you got to thank?
I want to thank my coaches, Ken Harding. Also, I want to thank my brother, Derek Pettis. He's been working with me a little bit until he got the notice that he's going to be on the card as well. And also, I want to thank my wife. I want to thank my parents and all my sponsors and everyone that's been helping me all the way to get to where I am now.
So you just said it. This Saturday, Derek's also going to be in action?
Yeah, Derek Pettis is also going to be on the card, my brother.
Against?
He'll be fighting Antonio Martinez.
Antonio Martinez. Something more for us to look forward to. Best of luck to you guys. Thank you for the time. And everybody, this Saturday, we'll see you up at Buffalo Thunder. It's Cold War 2.